Hello, my bookish beauties. As you can see, my books are still not on their shelves, though I am making progress. I've at least got them sorted, and I will get there. But you know what? It's on hold this week because it's BookTubeAthon! I'm so excited because this is my first ever official readathon, bookathon, anything that I have participated in. I have a very ambitious TBR. I'm planning to go for all 7 of the challenges, so we'll see how far I get with that. And while I do have physical copies of most of these books, I'm going to be doing the majority, if not all of my reading on audiobook. And Ariel said it totally counts, so I have no problem whatsoever with that. With all of these 7 books, I added it up and it's something like 80 hours of listening anyway, which I don't think I'm really going to be able to pull off, but we're just gonna go for it. Starting yesterday, I started the day with Ready Player One. I am listening to this on audiobook, which is amazing because it's read by Will Wheaton. Can you really get any better than that? This book meets the BookTubeAthon challenge, book you really wanted to read. I think this book has been recommended to me by no less than like 5 or 6 people, some of them very vehemently. And so I am finally reading this book. I've been so excited to read it. I am about halfway through. I am completely loving it. The audiobook is great. Obviously, Will Wheaton is amazing. It's so full of like 80s references and just video game geekery that I'm just like, it was practically written for me. That book will also meet my 2015 reading challenge of a book recommended to you. The next book is the last book you acquired, which was The Martian by Andy Weir. I grabbed this, I think, at like a thrift store for $1, so yay. It's also going to be my 2015 reading challenge book, book set in the future. A book with blue on the cover. Even though the audiobook version is actually like an orange cover, I'm going with this book because my printed version is blue. I actually got this book when I was traveling in Ireland, so yay. This will also fulfill my 2015 reading challenge book that was originally written in another language. One of the challenges is to read a book that you never put down. I picked a small one for that, The Westing Game. Pretty thin, that's hopefully doable. I figure I have my phone with me all the time, so if I'm listening to it on audiobook on my phone, really actually shouldn't be too difficult to not put it down. I really don't ever put my phone down. Aside from like maybe in the shower. I pretty much have it in my pocket, so I'm not sure how that one's gonna go. This will also be my 2015 reading challenge book from your childhood, because I read this book and loved this book a really long time ago. It's actually kind of funny that I'm reading this and Ready Player One because they have a very similar sort of like death, will, adventure, quest thing happening, so that's very cool. Next up is a book written by an author who has the same last initial as you do. I am going to read All the Light We Cannot See. I think it's by Andrew Doerr or something. His last name is Doerr. I do not have a physical copy of that book, but I am getting that on audiobook, so that will be next. That will also be my Pulitzer Prize winning book for the 2015 reading challenge. Then for the book that is someone else's favorite book, there's actually 2 that I'm considering. One is Meant to Be, which is Sarah Ella's favorite book. The other is Darkest Minds, which is my other friend Sarah's favorite book, though I kind of leaning toward Darkest Minds only because that will also fulfill my 2015 reading challenge book. Book that made you cry. She says I will cry at this book, and Sarah and I have pretty similar tastes aside from Jane Eyre, but that's another video. And the 7th challenge is just to read 7 books, so if I make it through all 6, I have selected a super short book for my 7th book, and it is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me, which comes in at like 4.5 hours, so I figure if it really gets down to the wire, if I've got an extra few hours, I could maybe squeeze that one in. If I listen to it like 1.5x speed or something, it might make it even a little bit shorter. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't get a chance to do any fun book dominoes, and honestly, I have just sorted all of these piles, so I think I will not be unsorting anything. And the challenge was yesterday's anyway. I thought about reenacting a scene. tired and out of ideas today, so I'm gonna go listen to Ready Player One, and I'm probably gonna log into a video game while I do it, because why not? Play a game while listening to a book about playing a game. I think there's some serendipity there, and I like it. So I will give you an update later in this week. Hopefully I will post another video and say I've read 7 books, which I'm guessing isn't gonna happen because day 2 is almost over and I'm only like halfway through book 1, so. Even if I get like 3 or 4 books read, that'll be awesome, and if I only get 1 or 2, then at least I've read 1 or 2. So let me know if you guys are doing the BookTubeAthon, what books you're reading, how far you've gotten, and we'll check back in at the end of the week and see how we all did. Bye! Thanks for watching!